How you doing? Welcome to CSD's mentorship. I thank you guys for believing in me to be able to help you on your trading journey. So this is my first video. Actually, this is my first video for my course curriculum. And I feel like I put together this actual course because I want people to have a basic understanding, simplicity into actually trading the forex market. Things can come off very complicated, and I find that I can simplify this for you. So we're going to go down a list. So like this is the first actual segment of the course curriculum. So we're going to address DXY and SMT in this video, and we're going to break down why it's so important. So that being said, let's get started. So the importance of DXY is substantially like powerful. Like you have to understand the power of the dollar. You got to understand that it's heavy influence on all forex markets. So you think about it, the United States dollar have enough power and dominance to actually move the forex markets, at least the pairs that correlate with the United States dollar. So DXY essentially is the power mover for pairs like pound, euro, USD, and other foreign forex pairs. So the thing is, when you understand what DXY is doing on a higher time frame, you will be able to have a full understanding of what all other pairs correlating to it is doing. Not necessarily a full understanding, but you have a great idea. You can gain a strong higher time frame bias on what your forex pair is actually doing. So essentially, if DXY is moving up, you have a bias that is actually going bullish, then all other foreign pairs should be going down. And that's essentially what it is. It's just DXY and its power structure to actually move the market is the idea of why SMT divergence will be important. So that's just DXY alone, just the influence of what DXY is doing. So the takeaway from this actual slide is understanding the importance of how DXY, dollar index, can influence your actual forex pairs like pound USD and euro USD and other US related pairs. So let's move on. Take notes. So SMT divergence, and this is how we're going to break this down. This is how we're going to get deep into the details of how we can actually take advantage of this information. So SMT divergence, you got two different types. One type is symmetrical market conditions. In a symmetrical market condition, you will find that the United States dollar versus the foreign pairs are moving in confluence with each other. Therefore, meaning, what I mean by confluence, they're not moving in the same direction. They're moving in the opposing direction. Like we say, if DXY is going up, then the foreign pairs are going down. If the foreign pairs are going down, then essentially DXY is going up. But just understand that all forex pairs are following DXY. Like this is the head honcho. Like all pairs related to United States dollar is following DXY's price action. So if you can gauge the price action on what DXY is doing, then you'll be able to be ahead of the game for your Forex pairs. Just have that understanding. So when I mean by confluence, that's what I mean by that. They're not moving exactly the same, but they're moving in confluence with each other. So therefore, meaning, like I said in the photo below, you see an example right here, USD is moving in confluence with each other, and the foreign pairs are doing the exact same. So if DXY did a liquidity pull turtle soup, then we should expect foreign pairs do a liquidity pull turtle soup, and that's what it did exactly here on this photo. And times like this, don't try to anticipate reversal patterns. So in symmetrical market conditions, don't look for liquidity pulls. Because if you do, you might end up getting caught on the wrong side because DXY didn't give you that extra confirmation. So this is something you can add to your trading strategy. So now let's move over to non-symmetrical. Non-symmetrical is where we get into the bread and butter of what SMT divergence is. Non-symmetrical is basically a understanding of taking advantage of when the DXY is not moving in tandem with it. So as you can read here, US dollar makes a lower low. Here's a diagram right here. So as you can see, the foreign pair actually took out the low, while the dollar pair didn't. It made a failure swing. If we're looking at DXY on a higher time frame and we realize that DXY didn't take out the high, but on the foreign pair it took out the low, that should give us the indication of that maybe the foreign pair is trying to trick us and manipulate us into being taken advantage of. And that's somewhat of hidden liquidity that we don't actually see. You got to actually understand this to see that in the market. So when the foreign pair took out that low, that's grounds for opportunity to take advantage of that on your foreign pair. When you spot this on a higher time frame, and this is happening on a higher time frame on a foreign pair, then we understand that we can take advantage of these moves. So that's really about it. So just understanding the difference between symmetrical and non-symmetrical. Non-symmetrical is where you can take advantage of reversals. Symmetrical, not too often. So just understand that. Let's move on. Here are some live trades that you can see some examples. Right here, you can see this is dollar index, DXY, and this is pound USD. As you can see, there was a failure swing. Failure swing right there in reverse. So if I'm watching DXY and DXY failed to take out this low right here, if it created a failure swing in reverse, I'm then going to gauge in on what pound USD is doing. I expect for this to do a failure swing. If it don't, and they take out that high like it did, then I understand this price action right here just occurred. That happened. So in the case of this happening up here, I'm ready for opportunity in this area to actually sell off, because on DXY, it already balled up. The institutions have shown their hand when you spot this type of price action. So as you can see on the diagrams above, right here was a stellar swing, right here was a liquidity pull. Boom. Right here is where you will find an entry on a lower time frame. And you can eat. See? And this happened on other United States related pairs like Euro USD, for example. It happens all the time. So let's move on. Here is more live examples. So essentially around the same time, you got to be around the same time to make sure it's valid for you guys to understand. Around the same time, you see April 2016. Right here is the same thing, April 2016. On this end, this is dollar index, DXY. DXY created a failure swing. Reversed up. And on this pair, pound USD around the same exact time took out the high, then reversed. So like I say again, this is the non-symmetrical market condition. This is where you can take advantage of moves like this in the market. So I'm going to give you guys some type of conclusion to all this. The takeaway from this actual section is this: DXY is the influence of other foreign pairs. But that being said, do not solely rely on DXY's movement for your actual trading plan. You know, it's just something you can add to your trading strategy. But don't spend too much time on what DXY is doing. You need to take time out to learn your pair. You need to take time out to understand how your particular pair moves. DXY is just going to give you a higher time frame bias to what your pair essentially should actually move towards. Like just use DXY as something that can give you a better bias on the higher time frame, but don't spend a lot of time on it. You know, get the understanding and move forward with having a better understanding on a lower time frames and in the higher time frames of the pair that you love the most. So that being said, I'm going to give you guys homework. I want you guys to study. I want you guys to like take the time out to actually find these moves in the market. So for homework, I want you guys to do this. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had a message. I want you guys to find 3 symmetrical market conditions I want you guys to find 3 non-symmetrical market conditions. Three non-symmetrical market conditions. I want us to study the pairs DXY, pair it with pound USD or Euro USD. And I want you guys to drop your charts inside the homework section of the chat. Yep, it's homework. So find me 3 symmetrical market conditions, 3 non-symmetrical market conditions. And I want you to drop your charts inside the chat where people like me and other members of CSD is going to review your work and grade you on how good it is. And you can always send them to, just send them to the chat and we can always work on it, work from there. But we got to be able to see like you actually apply yourself and do the work. I want you guys to understand that in this journey in becoming a Forex trader, a consistent Forex trader, I'm trying to push you guys to your limit. I want you guys to like literally like understand that in mentorship, I'm accountable for the things you do in the market if I'm teaching you certain things. So I want you guys to actually prosper in the areas that I feel as if, matters. And that's where us as a trading community is going to continue to grow. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to do what we got to do to move up together in this market so we all can become profitable traders, because that's just the goal. That's the goal. Consistency. So doing homework will help with that. Back test this. Tell me how it made you feel when you do get the homework and submitted, and just having this level of understanding in the market. And also, like I said before, thanks for joining the mentorship. Now let's have a good trading week, and let's make this happen. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.